It is written that Nintendo fans will play anything as long as Mario is in it, so it only makes sense that the only Pokemon fan game I'm playing this marathon is Mariomon. Sorry y'all. This is an interesting ROM hack of Pokemon Emerald, I think, that completely changes the game into a Mario adventure where Mario and Luigi must capture a bunch of creatures from around the Mushroom Kingdom and collect 8 Power Stars instead of gym badges. Fundamentally, this is 100% a Pokemon game running underneath, but all of the graphics, the level designs, and the creature designs are brand new. This hack comes to us from fellow YouTuber Alpha Rad, a guy I definitely watch all the time and know everything about. From what I understand, this game was inspired by an existing ROM hack called Sonicmon, which is essentially the same concept but with Sonic characters instead of Mario. After enjoying the ROM hack so much, he commissioned a bunch of talented ROM hack people to band together to make a Mario version, and it supposedly took more than 3 years to make. And I think the results speak for themselves. He describes it as a love letter both to Pokemon and to Mario, and I think it absolutely is both of those things. This is one of the most exciting fan games I've played in some time, and I'm stunned that I didn't hear anything about it earlier. With 8 different compact worlds to explore with 151 different types of captures to find, it is a very robust experience and one that'll likely entertain you for several hours. If you're looking for that next big fan game to hold you for days or possibly even weeks, here you go. This is a big one. You're gonna see a lot of familiar characters in this game, all brought to life with colorful dialogue and new, unique designs, kinda reminiscent of Paper Mario. Although a more pointed comparison would probably be the Mario and Luigi series since it's on the GBA. There are a lot of deep-cut references in there as well. It's not just the baseline Mario enemies and friends. You'll see characters that maybe only appear in one actual game. There's even stuff in there that I don't recognize, but I assume most of it is from Mario Luigi Superstar Saga because that's the one game that I haven't beaten yet. But maybe when I feel like making the next episode of reviewing every Mario game, I'll get around to it. And really, I think that's the thing that I appreciated the most about this game. In many ways, it's really a classic Mario RPG. Now, Mario's RPG series are kind of in a weird spot right now. We got a remake of Thousand Year Door and Mario RPG, both of which were extremely faithful and remarkably well done, and then there's Mario and Luigi Brothership, which was, well, it is fine. But I am of the pretty firm opinion that the fans seem to understand what really made Mario RPGs unique and special in the first place. It's not rocket science. Give us a more fleshed out version of the Mario universe, give characters unique identities and designs, and don't load it up with a bunch of bullshit! In this context, Mariomon actually serves its purpose quite dutifully in many areas as being not just a funny Pokemon ROM hack with Mario characters, but also a throwback to the Mario RPGs of old. The battle system is straightforward and there aren't a bunch of frustrating gimmicks masquerading as bold, forward-looking innovations. And right out of the gate, it'll be very accessible to anybody who's played Pokemon before, which basically means everybody who has ever breathed oxygen. The presentation is incredible. They've really gone to absurd lengths to turn this into Mario in every conceivable way. The color palettes are immediately recognizable as the Mario color wheels, and most importantly, the music is all Mario music taken from various games and redone in the Pokemon Emerald sound font. Every single act of the game has its own contained story and its own rules. You have the Wario chapter where you have to find 3 separate words to crack the password to his factory, while Luigi's Casino where these stupid fucking conveyor belts go all over the place and you have to switch their direction and it charges you 100 purple coins every time you do, and it costs hundreds of Poké Dollars to get them back and it's fucking annoying. I actually didn't like this part very much. Another thing I love about this game is how efficient it is, how well paced it is. There isn't a whole lot of fat on this game. It's fairly brisk and well communicated with respect to its quest line. The worlds are connected through this warp zone where you can very easily just move right on to the next world once you're finished with one, so progression is very straightforward. There's rarely any confusion on what you should be doing as the player. And the dialogue and cutscenes do this weird thing where you actually want to read it and pay attention, and it's even kind of entertaining and funny from time to time. Do you know about type advantages? Well, I know that if I'm level 43 and you're level 29, it doesn't matter at all. It wasn't very effective? I don't know, it looked pretty effective to me. Despite all this, however, it is still Pokemon at its core, so it does still have its share of stoppage time with random encounters and menus and whatnot, but if you play the game on an emulator, you can cut through a lot of that by temporarily turning off the frame limit and mashing A or using auto fire. In fact, the game actually introduces an extremely efficient way to grind levels using this technique, and I don't know if it was purposeful, but it's a really good feature if you're an ape-like player who likes to get as buff as possible. Basically, with the XP share badge turned on, you stand in front of this bullet bill launcher, turn off the frame limit, and hold down auto fire, and do 20 minutes of leveling in one. I did this at least twice between chapters just to beef up whatever captures I found on the road. Doing it this way, you can level up your party so fast you wouldn't believe it, and also delete one of your moves by accident because you replaced it with a new move that you learned at a new level threshold and you didn't even see it happen because it happened so fast, but luckily you can relearn moves in between battles, which is a great feature. The experience is very customizable to the point of allowing you to enable or disable level scaling, which I personally left it off because I like getting broken and being able to one-punch everything. From what I understand, it also has Nuzlocke functionality right out of the gate, so if you're a Nuzlocke kinda guy, they got you covered. It does throw some curveballs from time to time, to be sure. You'll find some enemies that have some badge or item equipped that makes them immune to certain attack types, but at the end of the day, it's Pokemon, so if you can beat Pokemon, you can beat this. Mariomon is one of the most charming fan games I've played in some time. It serves its purpose as a love letter to Pokemon and Mario very well, and ends up being a robust and highly replayable experience that I can definitely see myself returning to. Like they say, you gotta catch 'em all. Suffice it to say, the game made me very happy, but unfortunately, tomorrow's game is not such a happy tale, because tomorrow we'll be looking at the remnants of a fan game that could have been. One that showed a lot of promise that I wish we could have seen more of. But more on that later. For now, thanks for watching, and Merry Christmas, cousins!